Okay, in this video, let's look at formatting backgrounds with solid colors. Here we have a PowerPoint slide, and obviously just this title slide here has a plain white background. And if I want to format the background of this slide to be something other than white, I can simply right-click on it, right-click on the background, and select Format Background, which will then open up our options over here on the right for formatting the background. And like I said in this first video, we're going to deal with solid colors, and so we don't have many options for this, but we do have the option here for color, and we can select the drop-down list here for the gallery of colors. And notice first that we have our theme colors. These are the colors that are set and customized for the current theme that we have for this PowerPoint presentation. Now right below that we have standard colors, and these are just the standard colors that we'd find like crayons in a box. Below that we may have other colors that we've used recently. We have also an option for selecting more colors. If I select this one, then we see that we have a dialog box for standard colors or for custom colors. We can select either of these and select a color from it, or we can just select a color from one of these options here in themes and standard colors. I'm just going to take this dark blue color and make this the background for this title slide. And this gives me a chance to show you this option here called transparency. Now, the more something is transparent, we get the idea of more light coming through it. It gives us the ability to see through whatever it is that we're looking at. So the more transparent something is, the more we can see through it, like a window pane. So right now the transparency is at 0, which means that this is as dark as that's going to get, but we could like maybe turn on the lights here a little bit. We can increase the transparency, and watch what happens as I do. Little by little, we start seeing clearer through all of that background. If we bring it up all the way to 100% transparent, then we're right back to our white background. We slide it back down, and we can select any level of transparency that we want for any of these background colors. So this is transparency with some color. Now in the second slide, I just have a picture of a child's toy, and I'm using this to illustrate what we can do here in colors, because we have one more option besides the theme colors and the standard colors. We have an option down here called Eyedropper. So if we select Eyedropper and we move our mouse back onto our slide, notice that it turns into a little eyedropper icon. And what it does, it allows us to move and hover over any color. Now just watch the little square above the eyedropper. As I move it, there's the black border, there's that red color, here's that yellow, here's that green. So if I wanted the background of this slide to be the same color as the color I see right here, I can just left click once. And now the background color is as you see it. It's the same green as this. I could select it and make it that blue by coming back to my eyedropper, and let's make it this blue color. Or we can select the eyedropper and make it that red color. Now there are a couple of more important things for you to see here. Notice that whenever we change the background here with this toy to red, that when we look over here in the slide sorter pane, we can see there's the toy and there's the slide with the red background. But that title slide that we were working on earlier that had this sort of halfway transparent dark blue background, notice that these slides have different background colors. Now, a couple of things we can do here. First of all, on this slide up here, with the dark blue, come down and look at the very bottom over here in the Format Background pane, and look over here. It says Reset Background. So if I want this slide to go back to its original default background, I'd simply click on it, and it takes away the blue on this slide, but it does not bother at all that second slide, because I only had this one slide selected. Now come to this slide here with the red background. There's another option here that says apply to all. If I thought that this red background was the color I wanted for all of the slides in my slide deck, then I would come over here and select apply to all. And then notice now that both the title slide and this toy slide, the second slide, they have the red background color. So you can choose to apply the colors to just the selected slide, or you can choose to apply it to all. You always have to think about this very carefully.